Now that I have the method down, I can make a video about that later, but this is what we're doing now. I'm doing a makeup haul. Wait, let me just introduce, time out. Hey guys, what's up? It's Bailey, and today I'm going to be doing a chit chat, kind of get ready with me. I bought a lot of makeup, or not a lot, but I bought some makeup from Sephora, and I was going to do like a haul, but then I said, why do a haul when I can just do my makeup and you can see what I think about it in real time. So I'm gonna do that, and yeah, I've already washed my face. It's nice and moisturized and all that stuff. So I'm just going to do my makeup. So I don't use primer. Maybe I should. I used to, but I don't know. I just go back and forth with it. Now I'm not using any. But I wanted to get some foundation, or not foundation because I have a foundation that I love, Too Faced. But I wanted to get something that was super light. So I purchased this Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter Foundation in the shade Dark 7th, the darkest they carry, of course. And yeah, it says for a superstar, first of all, superstar, okay, youth glow. So we're gonna try this. The way I do my makeup is so just erratic. I feel like, I don't know, I just throw it on my face, to be honest, and keep it moving. Okay, what should we talk about since I'm doing my makeup? Okay, as you can see, it looks a little red. My undertones are lightweight, more like yellowy than red. I hate when companies, you know, they go darker in shade, but then they just make everything red. It's like black people, or just like brown people in general, we all aren't the same undertone. Like, come on. Now I'm gonna take my Sephora brush. This is the Pro Foundation brush, number 47. Love this brush. The best brush ever to put my makeup on with. I'm gonna blend it. I'm gonna blend it out. Oh, I should have done my eyebrows. Okay, I'll do that next. What are we talking about? The topic of discussion, to be honest, is school. So, as you guys know, I go to Parsons in New York, which was once the epicenter of Corona, but because our governor is a boss, he did what he needed to do, unlike these other stupid governors across the country, and he shut that ish down. And now their numbers are just so good. They're so great. And so I'm going back home to something that's, you know, a better situation than what I'm currently in, being in Tennessee. Kids are dirty. I've seen so many people, I go to the bathroom and they do not wash their hands and they go back to the studio. So if they don't do that, you're expecting them to not, you know, to have good practices. I don't know, I just don't trust. We're not kids, but I do not trust the students in my school because they be dirty. Like, how do you leave the bathroom and not wash your hands? Like, so gross. So if they do that on a small scale, think about like Corona and like expecting kids to do what they have to do. People come to school with fevers and all kinds of stuff, because also the culture at Parsons that has kind of been created about like, you can't miss school. Like, if you miss one thing, it's gonna be detrimental. So because of that attitude, people come to school sick with like colds. So I'm sure people will come to school sick with Corona, I'm sure. And they don't think it's a big deal. So yeah, we're starting school online, which, ooh, look, it's all blended out. Okay, look, it blended out well, right? Ooh, I have my mirror right here. It looked kind of orange, but I mean, it doesn't look orange. It looks like in real, look at my mirror. It looks like pretty natural. It's super sheer. Like, I don't look like I just kind of caked my face, right? Looks good. Okay, Charlotte Tilbury, period. So this isn't like a new product, but it's a new shade for me. I normally use, in my last makeup video, I used the NARS concealer in Cafe, which I love. It's my exact skin tone. But because I actually put on a foundation, I need something lighter under my eyes. And so I bought the shade Amande, which is slightly lighter than Cafe. And I'm gonna try it. I think it should work. I hope it works. It better work. But yeah. Okay, back to school. So they sent an email and they were like, all schools online, which I'm happy about because that's how it should be, because this problem isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So what are you guys doing? Is your school online? I mean, college is harder. I don't know about high school. My brother's not even in high school anymore, so I don't know how they're gonna handle that. Just like other schooling, but I just know I'm happy my college was like all schools online. So yeah, what are you doing? What do you guys think about that if you are online? For me, my thoughts are online art school. We pay a lot of money to go to Parsons. Or just the new school in general is expensive, and online art school just isn't really, I don't know, it's just not art school. I think I talked about it in one of my Q&As. It's just not the same, obviously, and thesis is this year, and so if you don't know, thesis is just, it's your senior year, obviously, but you do your whole entire collection. It's basically like what you look forward to throughout your whole, years of being in design school. But our thesis is a collection. So, you're really excited about it. It's super, intense, and it's really just kind of, you get to do whatever you want. It's super just creative. Okay, this shade looks good. This shade looks good. But yeah, I just don't know how that's gonna work online. So, and trying to figure that out, trying to figure out the apartment situation. Well, it's not really a situation, I'm going back to New York. But yeah, it just like sucks because a lot of my friends aren't coming back. Just because, I mean, New York, again, is expensive, and living somewhere, paying rent and going to online school is just like, we rent apartments because we have to be there to physically go to school. But if you're not physically going to school, then yeah, why stay in New York? So it's just kind of like really up in the air, and I've talked to a lot of my friends, and it's just, some are coming back, some are not, for just various reasons. But I feel like the apartment situation is kind of like the biggest factor for a lot of us, just because it's like what makes sense, what doesn't. So it's kind of stressful, and it's just even though they answered, we've been waiting all summer to know if we were going online or not, and then they answered us, and then it just brings on a whole other host of questions that have yet to be answered. So I don't know, I'm hopeful, and I know, like, even for I'm also a film student, so we were supposed to shoot a whole film for, oh yeah, this is blending out super cute. Yeah, this color's good. It's like it's not intense. Again, I have the Tarte Shape Tape, and that is like, boom, like it will brighten your under eye, but this is just nice. It blends really well, but it's just a little bit, I need to add some definition to my face, but we'll get there. Okay, the next thing I bought, which I'm not a contour girl at all, but I wanted to try a contour, and this is the Huda Beauty Cream Contour in Tan. I'm scared. I think I should like use my finger. Where is my cheekbone? Like here? I'm so scared. Ah! I do not feel like comfy. I just don't want to look muddy. That's why I never contour. And this like kind of gives me muddy vibes. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm probably not even doing it right. Like, I don't know. I'm not good at this. So awkward. The next product I'll be using is this cream blush from Fenty. They came out with these cream blushes a couple weeks ago, and I have the shade Strawberry Drip. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I'm super excited. Girl, open up. Okay, let's see, because I love my NARS, but let's see what's happening. Okay. Okay. She's cute. It's really subtle. It's not as as this is, but I also think because, again, I'm like darker. It looks good. I love to OD on blush, so let me calm down before I look like Pennywise. However, I do love a good blush moment. It's super like glowy. Okay, the next thing I have is this Sephora Matte Perfection powder foundation. I have this in this shade Warm Amber. Boom. I'm gonna set my under eyes now that I put on all my little cream makeup. But yeah, that's just kind of like the topic of discussion right now. How do you guys feel about it? I don't know. My biggest thing is just not being able to, just the level of education. And then the question comes up of taking a gap year. What does that look like? I don't want to take a gap year, but you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. I don't know. I just don't want my creativity to be stifled because of, you know, pandemic. However, you can also look at it like, you know, this is a time to just then, what do you do when you're faced with such a, you know, big problem, or not even, well, no, Corona is a problem. It's a problem. But just, you know, something that's kind of, you would think, hindering you from something. Like, what do you know, make out of it? But when you're paying, you know, tens and tens of thousands of dollars for an education, I don't know, that kind of logic kind of goes out the window, because I'm paying for all those facilities and hands-on experience and studio time and all that stuff that you're not gonna get. Ooh. Cutie patootie followed me on Instagram. Anyways, I'm like, what happened? That happened. Whatever. But let's work on some eyes. Let's talk about school, because school is stressful. Let's talk about the eye palette. Not gonna lie, I opened this like a week ago and I dropped it. So this shade is gone. However, your powder should be in there a little bit tighter. No, I'm kidding, I dropped it. But these are the shades. I'm not an eyeshadow girl. I'm not, like, I'm really not. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at contour. I'm just not that good at makeup. I just know what like the minimum, the bare minimum that looks good on my face. But I am not about to be on here serving you looks. Now y'all see, my roomie, my girl, my best friend, my good sis, she can turn out looks. And I watch her doing her makeup and I'm like, how do you do that? Like, she just be, like, I can't. Okay, I'm gonna use this shade. Actually, you know what? Scratch all that. I also bought this. This is from Sephora. It's called Hollywood Calling. It's the prettiest brown shade. I wanted something that was neutral to my skin tone, but still sparkly. Let's do that. Let's see if you can get in here, hey? We're so close. Let's see. It looks super like neutral. Yeah. That's what we want. Now I'm gonna take some of these shades. I think I'm gonna do orange, this kind of like orangey shade, and put that just like in my crease situation. I just want to see the color payoff on my actual eye. Oh, okay, hey. She's there. You see it? You see it? Because I see it. Okay. Don't mess this up, Bailey. Don't mess this up. Okay. It's a little like brown, kind of warm, natural moment situation. Okay, I do want to take this light shade, this like coppery color, and put that in the inner corner. You know, I actually don't hate that. I'm not mad. I'm not used to wearing eye makeup. So when I put it on, I'm like, ooh, who's that? I'm gonna take this dark brown shade and put it like in the inner corner. Also, I use one brush for everything. I'm so bad. I could care less. It's really pigmented, especially that orange. Let's see. This is a voluminous primer. I would have ordered one from Sephora, but I bought this like 2 weeks ago. So let's see if this does anything. Moving on from school. How are you guys in general? I had a good cry a couple nights ago. Just about, not really about the pandemic, or well, kind of, but it was just more so about like just my creativity and all of that throughout this time, and just in general, just wanting to do a million things at once, and like sometimes not doing everything I feel like I should be doing. It was just kind of like more, it wasn't a wake-up call, because these are like know these things about myself, but it was just like frustrating. But definitely trying to stay creative during this time is also just kind of stressed me out, and just the expectation for myself that I just felt like I wasn't meeting. So I'm trying to get my ish together. So that's what we're currently doing, getting it together. But like, how do you feel? I don't know, this time has just been, I feel like a lot just self-reflective, and also just purging a lot of things. And then also on top of that, you know, George Floyd happened a couple weeks ago, and that was just so sad, and it just brought up so many different, you know, I'm black every day. If you're black every day. So that it's sad because it's nothing new like in your community. But it's just like when it happens like another time and you see just another video, it just brings up all of these just emotions again that you already have while going through your life in general. But it just kind of brings it all to a head, and it's just super emotional. It was just like a lot of conversations. It was, I don't know, I was angry, frustrated, sad. I was just all of these things. Between Corona and George Floyd, and then Breonna Taylor, or first Ahmaud Arbery and Breonna, and then George. It's just like, it's something all the time. And it's just like, are you kidding me? We're still going through this? And you know, again, like I said, I'm black every day. So these are things that I don't have the privilege of not knowing or not paying attention to, or just not being in tune with, because it is who I am. So I can't just be like, that's not me. I can't like worry about it, or like I can't relate. Because even if you're not black, you should care, because it's like a huge issue. But now I'm using, Maybelline mascara. I think it really worked. Tracy was onto something. Every time something like that happens, it just brings up a whole host of emotions that you already go through all the time living as like a black or brown person in this country. It's just you know, a lot to just emotionally process, and it's unfortunate. I just need a good little cry to get those things out. But you know, on that same note, continue to donate, continue to sign petitions, continue to, you know, just like fight and keep it going. It's sad because this has been going on for generations of people fighting for this, and here we are having to do the same thing over and over again. So I think this is different because it's also 2020, so hopefully things will change. Just keep doing all the things, because this fight, I know some of y'all just tapped in to this, but we've been at it, so you know. Keep doing all the things. And if you're tired, think about, you know, how tired we are. So yeah, cute. I'm gonna use this lip liner. It's from NYX. Again, not Sephora haul, but I just bought this recently in the shade Espresso. Wait, let me show you this before I keep talking. This is from Bobbi Brown. I bought this from Sephora. It is their lip tint in the shade Pale Pink. This will make your lips look so just like moisturized and just like juicy and pink, and just this stuff is everything. So I'll put this on and they were cute. Everything I liked the new contour. I'm gonna keep playing with it. The color was a little muddy, but I like the formula. Love the Fenty. My dad is here and my brother are screaming, I'm sorry. Love the Fenty, think the color's super pretty. Sephora powder, again, love. Eyebrows I did. That's simple. My eye makeup I really like, so I'm gonna keep using and playing with it. And yeah, my eyelashes actually look super like spread out and long, so okay, eyelash primer. I will see you guys in my next video. My family's literally calling me, so yeah. Bye guys.